try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Welcome to another episode, My Fellow Americans with Mike Jones. How's everybody doing? Please remember to hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment. Try to watch the video to the end. It definitely helps with the algorithm. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Today's show is basically just going over the crap that Elon Musk is taking for helping the country, helping the president. I mean, these people are out of control. Death threats. They're literally destroying Tesla dealerships, firebombing Teslas. It's insane. I thought you had the right to protest peacefully. And these bad actors are just out there. It's insane. They've hacked in, got Tesla owners' information, so they know where you are. It's a scary thought, and it almost forces you, even if you like the Teslas, even if you like Elon, it forces you to get rid of that car for you and your family's safety. And that's just, it's fear. It's terror. These people are terrorists, domestic terrorists. And it's crazy. Like, this is not okay. And the Democrats aren't standing up and saying anything about it. And then when they do, it's just, oh, we don't condone this. We don't condone this violence, blah, blah, blah. But they're not going out there saying, hey, don't do this. Like, come on. And these people are definitely organized. They're organized. They're hitting all of them all over the country. And like, that's another thing. The locations of everything are right out there. Everything was hacked into. They got all the owners' information. It's crazy. And they want you to sell your car. You got to show proof of you selling your car to get your name off the list. And that's crazy. It's almost like a hit list. It's insane what is going on, and it's sick. And Elon's taking the brunt of all this, and he just keeps plucking away, doing his thing, doing what he's supposed to do. And it's crazy. It's crazy. We got a little clip from Hannity. We'll check this out, see what they say about the situation.
All right, welcome to Hannity. And tonight, in mere moments, Elon Musk will join us live from the Washington Swamp. A huge day for Elon Musk, for SpaceX, for President Trump, and for our country. If you were watching all day today, how could you not feel inspired, grateful, so glad that these astronauts lost in space basically are now safely back home. Now, the president did ask Elon to go get our stranded astronauts from the International Space Station, and he delivered. He delivered big time. Take a look.
And we're going to stand by for splashdown located in the Gulf of America off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
And let me remind you, that's a big thing also. Elon sends his Dragon ship up there and brings these astronauts back after they were only supposed to be there for 8 days, and they were there for, it was like 280 84 or something like that. Some days from 8 days. It was all political. Biden didn't want to sit there and work with Elon, and he was trying to get reelected, and it was all, this is all political. These astronauts were stuck up there because of political BS, straight up. And then you got other astronauts speaking out, and they're against this too. Like, when you would think something like this would be a celebration for everybody in the country. But then again, now we're talking about the Democrats who never stood up for 13-year-old DJ or the parents of the girls that were ruthlessly taken from everybody, and they were sexually assaulted and murdered and by illegals that have come in here, and they're just criminals. But the Democrats didn't even stand up for that kind of stuff, and now it's just like, what has to happen for everybody to come together? Because I mean, this should have been definitely a moment for everybody to be watching and just celebrate our country, celebrate the amazing things we're able to do. I mean, that's just the truth.
Splashdown, Crew 9 back on Earth.
It really is amazing. I mean, that is incredible. What human ingenuity, engineering, the human spirit on display makes you proud to be an American. Mission accomplished. Just hours ago, the SpaceX Dragon re-entered orbit. It splashed down off the coast of Florida, safely bringing home Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore back to Earth after being trapped at the International Space Station since June of last year. Now, the SpaceX capsule that you see right there on your screen was traveling through space at a whopping 17,000 miles per hour before re-entering orbit and then gently gliding down to the ocean within a minute of their expected landing. Coming up, we're going to have plenty of politics surrounding the increasingly radical Democratic Party and Chuck Schumer's disastrous media appearances today. It was bad, as he officially now is on the chopping block and is fighting for his political life, along with a full rundown of the newly released JFK files. But first, for a moment, can we just put aside all partisanship for a second? I don't know if some people, if they're capable of it, if you suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Just take in this moment, how remarkable this is, this moment of time, what we're witnessing, history in the making, right here, the United States of America. On Friday, the SpaceX Falcon 9 propelled its Dragon space capsule and crew into space. It's amazing. I mean, that in and of itself, what you're watching on your screen is such risk-taking at the highest level. And a few minutes later, the first stage booster, remember, performed a separation and a flip maneuver and then touch back down precisely at the landing zone 1. Look at this touchdown. It's incredible. Right where it was supposed to.
There was no chopsticks on that mofo. I've seen them catch the chopsticks, but that thing literally landed by itself.
Where docking happened successfully. Now, keep in mind, this was one of 3 Falcon 9 missions in less than 24 hours. In addition to this rescue mission, the Falcon 9 also delivered 74 rideshare payloads into orbit, added 23 Starlink satellites to the constellation. And on March 16th, the Dragon successfully docked at the space station. And 2 days later, it successfully departed, ultimately returning our 2 stranded astronauts back to Earth on time to the minute. This was a safe return. But after 9 months in space, both astronauts will have their fair share of health challenges. Now, according to NASA, for example, bones lose 1% of their density for every single month in space. Muscle atrophy can pose a huge problem. They have to
Now, you see that? Like, not only did he go up there and bring these astronauts back, but he also did other missions. Like, he dropped the satellites, and like, that's the things that Elon and SpaceX have been able to do, and just Elon in general with that, the Neuralink, and for helping people walk again and see again and whatnot. And he was leading in the electric car industry when everybody was crying, global warming, we need to move to this, we need to do that. And Elon made the best electric vehicle you can buy. And you guys are out here just destroying everything, and you forget about that. Now all of a sudden, what? You're anti good for the environment. You're anti innovation. You're anti, like, this. This guy is probably going to be one of the best innovators of our time.
Exercise every day in space, and they exercise for 2 hours a day. The eyes, the brain structure also change in space due to the lack of gravity. This can cause blurry vision and other serious problems. There's also a variety of skin conditions that astronauts experience as they reacclimate to Earth. That's not an easy acclimation. Now, tonight we all wish both astronauts a speedy recovery and good health. We are also extremely grateful to Elon Musk, the team at SpaceX, for getting them home safe and sound, for President Trump to giving the okay for this mission to go forward. Unfortunately, so many on the left, they are not grateful. They are not thankful in any way, shape, manner, or form. Simply, they loathe Elon Musk now more than ever. This is a guy that rescues astronauts that were trapped in space. They were only supposed to be there 8 days. They were there for 286 days. He sends life-saving communications via Starlink to North Carolina and Tennessee after Hurricane Helene. He sent them to California after the California wildfires. He sent them to Ukraine after they were invaded. This is a guy working on the cutting edge of technology to advance the human condition, improve life, including one of the things I'm most fascinated in, and that's Neuralink, using AI technology and the human brain, which hopefully one day we will be able to restore vision to the blind and movement to people that have been paralyzed. But now, because he's supporting President Trump and he's working to make government more efficient and eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse.
And that's what I mean. Like, Hannity, like, he just literally went through everything that Elon has done. What I don't understand, how you can throw so much shade on the guy. You guys loved him 5 years ago. You all loved Elon, and just because he's associated with Donald Trump. Now, if Elon was helping a Democratic president of your choosing, it'd be okay then, right? Well, that's because you'd be able to oversee everything and hide the things you still want hidden and put the money where you still wanted to put it. Because that's what happened. You guys, Clinton and Obama, all said cut the fat, but what did you really do? You did not do nothing. Our country needed a hardcore audit. When your own government can't even complete an audit or pass an audit, but you want everybody else to pass audits, you still want to take money from us? You don't even got your shit in order. So, arguably the most smartest guy on earth, he's in there with a team, and they're going through everything, and you guys are trying to scare everybody. Oh, he's trying to steal your information's already been stolen anyway. There ain't nothing he's going to get in there. You know why you're making such a big deal about it is because Elon is finding the waste, fraud, and abuse. The hidden money. Where's the money going? And it's going to lead back to people. And that's what you're scared of. So the only play you have is to be fear mongers and sit there and try to strike fear in people. And some of these people will listen to you because you're the only people that they watch, or some people are just don't seek the truth. They just believe what they see or hear. And it's crazy. You got people out there destroying Tesla dealership. It's sick.
This is the thanks he gets from the left. Elon Musk experienced death threat after death threat, Hitler comparison after Hitler comparison, acts of domestic terrorism at his dealerships and at his charging stations. You have Teslas lit ablaze, Molotov cocktails thrown at Tesla dealerships, Tesla stations burned to the ground, shots fired into Tesla showrooms, one in Oregon. Early this morning in Las Vegas, another attack. A suspect armed with a gun fired shots into a Tesla collision center while also lighting multiple vehicles on fire and spray painting the word
Do y'all see this? This isn't peaceful protest. This is domestic terrorism funded by the far left deep state Democratic Party. This is what that's why they don't sit. That's why they don't stand up and condemn it and say don't do this. And that's why they don't do it, because they think it's good for them. They're trying to destroy Elon's company. Well, okay, that's one company. You're literally trying to you're taking an American company, and the owner of this American company, who's trying to save the American way of life, our government in general, and to be more specific. And this is what you guys are doing. This is how you thank somebody, and then he's death threats. Listen, Elon might have a lot of baby mamas. He might not be whatever. Everybody has problems. But the fact is he's still out there and he's still doing what he should do. He's serving his country. He's trying to help. And I just don't see how you can see that until I see otherwise. Like, if you guys really believe that, if you guys really believe, you far lefters and Democrats really believe that Elon's a devil and a Nazi, let him hang himself then, right? Try to meet halfway. with the Republicans. Like, actually act like you want to make America better, or you care about the American people. Because I tell you what, Joe Biden letting millions and millions and millions of illegals across the border is sick. Unvetted, unlooked at, just, oh, go. It was just an open border. And then you get violent criminals and spies and who knows, terrorists. There's all kind of, you don't know who's crossing our borders. If you're another country and you want to sneak people into another country to get information, to sleep and just collect their data and send it back, you got an open border. How can arguably the best country in the whole world have an open border? There's no security. It's unsafe for Americans. So you guys are hating on somebody, especially Donald Trump, who's been totally transparent. And I find it hard to understand your side. Somebody come on, talk to me. Let me know how you feel. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I'm open for discussion. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate the Democrats. I don't hate Republicans. I don't hate it. Open discussion. This is just what I'm seeing. This is just what's going on. And it's crazy. It's scary. But domestic terrorism is not acceptable. And, Pam Bondi had said that. And they're going to go after you guys. And it's going to be 10 to 20-year minimum sentences. And, this is no joke. And that's why people keep getting away with this, is because nobody ever does anything. These people can go out there and do this kind of serious damage and be violent and all that. If I go outside and smack somebody in the face, I'm getting handcuffs put on and going to jail. And y'all just letting these people do what they want. It's ridiculous. Thank God Pam Bondi and the FBI are about to crack down on this junk.
Exist on the front of that building. This is not a protest. This is not a simple act of vandalism for those idiots at MSDNC. As Elon Musk posted himself on X, quote, "This level of violence is insane. It is deeply wrong. Tesla just makes electric cars. They have done nothing to deserve these evil attacks." Let's be clear. What we're witnessing is terrorism, plain and simple, domestic terrorism. These left-wing lunatics are committing these acts of violence to intimidate Elon Musk, to intimidate Tesla owners, and anyone that dares to disagree with their twisted worldview. That is the very definition of terrorism. And now Attorney General Pam Bondi will be investigating and trying these perpetrators as domestic terrorists. And like most terrorists, I think that we're going to find that they're not very smart. We did have one suspect in South Carolina allegedly trying to burn down a Tesla charging station with a Molotov cocktail and accidentally set himself on fire in the process. He's now facing a 20-year jail sentence in a federal prison. This kind of violence is unacceptable in the United States of America, but for the radical left, it's all just a means to an end. But that won't deter President Trump. It's not deterring Elon Musk, and today is proof that all their hard work is paying off. Now, we'll check in with Elon Musk in a minute, but think about this. For all the talk about January 6th, okay, all the talk about that, what about the 574 riots that took place in the summer of 2020, where we had 24 dead Americans? We had cops pelted with bricks, rocks, bottles, Molotov cocktails. We had billions of dollars in property damage. And why didn't Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney have a committee looking into that violence? Why did the preferred candidate of the left go on Colbert and say, those rioters aren't going to stop? They shouldn't stop. And we're not going to stop supporting them. And why did the media lie and say, oh, they're mostly peaceful, when a city or a town is burning over their shoulder? Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews.
I mean, that's it. That's pretty much it right there. Like, it says it all. It says everything. You guys are hypocrites. Hypocrites. Y'all made such a big deal about January 6th, but this other stuff, you're not inciting this because you sure as hell ain't speaking up against it. And that's scary, America. My fellow Americans, that's scary. I have a quick clip from Elon, and we'll get you out of here. I don't know, something to think about, guys. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I'll get back to all the comments, any comments. Let's discuss this. What's your opinion? What do you think? Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. This is just simple discussion, and I'm willing to meet anybody halfway, within reason. So let's see what Elon. This is Elon. Quick thing from Elon.
On Sean Hannity, watch.
They basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud. And they want to hurt Tesla because we're stopping this terrible waste and corruption in the government. And, well, I guess they're bad people. Bad people will do bad things.
Yeah, bad people do.
See what I mean? Like, I mean, he's right. Like, he's so sincere when he talks. He's, you know, bad people do bad things. And these are bad things that are happening. These aren't just some peaceful demonstrations or disagreeing or anything like that. Or, you know, if you don't agree with what's going on, that's part of what you do. You come together with your senators, your governors, your everybody, and you speak up and you have peaceful town halls and you guys come up with a plan of action and try to come at us, you know, meet us halfway or say, hey, we'll let you do this, but we don't want you to do this, this, and this. Or they haven't even done that. They've just cried. They've just been violent, miserable. They hate anything with the name Trump. Like, they can't keep his name out of his mouth, can't keep Elon's name out of their mouth. They call you Nazis and fascist, and like they call you all the names in the book. They had them out. They had all these people on there cursing, calling them dickheads and all kind of shit. Like, what the hell? Grow up. You lost. So what? You know, what'd you expect? You put someone like Kamala up there to go against him, and then you got Q-Tip trying to talk about, oh, I'll beat up anybody on the Republican side. Like, dude, watch the video of you changing an air filter on your truck. I mean, most people don't change a clean air filter. You know, most people take the air filter out, maybe spray it off, put it back in. But you literally put a new one in when the thing looked new. Trying to make yourself seem masculine. It's ridiculous. I don't know. But all I know is that this is like accelerated pretty quickly. You know, there was death threats and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden you got Molotov cocktails and people shooting guns through the Tesla dealerships, burning down Tesla charging stations. Like, that's scary. That's scary. All y'all people are pretty much making threats to Elon. It's crazy. It's not like he's sex trafficking or doing something crazy. He's literally doing good things for the planet, good things for the world, good things for the United States. It's crazy. I just can't believe it's going on. It's pretty sad, you know, until, like I said, you want to have a discussion? Let's have a discussion. Hit me in the comment section. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Please remember to smash that like button on your way out. Try to watch the whole video. It definitely helps us get up in the algorithm. You know, talk to people peacefully. There's no reason to argue. If somebody disagrees with you, you just don't talk to them no more. Like, it's not worth fighting or being violent over. Everybody has their own view. Everybody has their own opinion. So remember, just be nice to everybody. Be nice to, it doesn't matter. That's what makes America great, is we're free. And we're all free. So work together. Be nice to each other. There's no reason for the hostility and the violence. Hopefully the Democrats can come together and get their party organized, and, you know, they can come back in a positive light. But it's just concerning because it's like they're trying to stop Elon from finding stuff, and some people might get in trouble. And, you know, that's fair. If you're committing crimes, you're laundering money, you're hiding money, you're giving money away that's not supposed to go somewhere, that's the people's money. You're a thief. And I'm sorry to say that, you know, you can't really have thought that you were going to go without getting caught. Eventually somebody gets caught, and then we get lucky, fortunate enough to get a guy like Donald Trump, who's totally transparent, comes in the White House and is trying to stop wars and make us a robust, strong nation again. And the Democrats are over there playing sissy fights, you know, wearing their skirts, and they're all about trans rights. And, like, is that what's important right now? I understand. Everybody's allowed to do what they want, and I don't hate on anybody. Like, if you are who you are, and I don't agree with that. But when you try to force it on everybody else, then it's a problem. You can't force everybody to see things a certain way. And I definitely don't condone men playing in women's sports. No, I have a daughter. Like, no. I would tell her the same thing. No changing around. They shouldn't be in your locker room. And I might even let her do a sport. I fear that she'd get hurt because these are men. It doesn't matter which way you slice, cut, change. It's you were born a man. And I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. And I don't hate you. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But don't force it on others. And let's stop the violence. You know, let's see what Elon does. Maybe this could be the biggest positive in our history as a nation. This could make us a stronger nation. It could make us just all better, safer, freer. We can live better. We won't be getting ass raped from taxes, and it's crazy. We get taxed on everything you do. You get your paycheck gets taxed, and then you go spend that dollar and it gets taxed, and then you go spend this dollar, it gets taxed. It doesn't matter. Everything you sit there and work for, when it comes down to brass tacks, you're getting taxed on everything. So how much of the money is really yours? Like, you know, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Like, these are good things for people. I just really hope everybody can come together. The violence will stop. Because this is senseless. You guys are attacking an American company and a guy trying to do some good things. And that's how I feel about that. That's my opinion. But that's it for today. That's my video. Please remember, like I said, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Hit me in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a peaceful discussion. I appreciate it. But until next time, God bless America. And God bless all you Americans, you know? God bless all of you. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. God bless you all. You know? No hate here. No hate here. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just hold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands came from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.